Yeah,
Famously known as Coach Dinho.
Issue.
Coach Dinho.
Yeah. Yeah, so
And
what
then
up, P2? It's another one. It's your
We
boy
are back.
Cody, COYD, that you already know.
It's
And
MK2
we
one.
got X over there.
Yeah, we are at X. We are here in Calfontaine at Tshepo's Tshepo's Park.
Yeah,
In Calfontaine Extension
22.
or Extension 22.
Issue.
It feels good, like
Yeah, we outside.
summer vibes.
Yeah,
Outside.
yeah. Things are happening there.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
sure.
So what's up? What's happening, man?
We got Dinho.
Yeah.
Good.
The
Dinho,
master,
Dinho.
the master.
Yeah.
Yeah, the master Dinho himself is here.
Sure.
So we are going to do it. We
Yeah,
are going to talk.
yeah.
We are going to talk. So
Yeah, you're welcome. Man. You're
Let's get
welcome.
it.
It's all about engaging.
Exactly.
It's all about engaging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Coach Dinho, right?
yes.
Who's Coach Dinho? Who's Coach Dinho? Where's Coach Dinho from? You know, when is like the Ronaldinho? You know, where did
Where does it come from? How did it start? It's like, is it a nickname? Is it a nickname?
Long story altogether.
Obviously, look like negative. But first, we just want to know who's Coach Dinho, or who's Dinho before Coach Dinho. Yeah, depending on how you want to explain.
Okay, it's very simple.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time when I introduce Ronaldinho, I become so emotional because, to be honest with you, I'm from all the way from Bushbuckridge in a village called Zugnoch. Eh?
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't have believe this is what I can do. I can do this. Like there is a lot of negative things than positivity.
Sure.
So, but I don't blame anyone. I understood one thing. I just thank God, or at least I managed to go through all of that obstacles, whatever that was happening at that time. Me, I managed to go out because sometimes in life, Mudimu, I choose like you won't choose guy, but you will definitely it's your responsibility to choose guy. They get my sense. Then I understood those things. I think my vision was very clear at the age of 11. I was having a clear vision because if I can tell you one thing, like you won't believe, at the age of 15, when I was 15, I was already the captain of the senior team.
Where school is Gela or
No, at the village.
okay.
We always have that team. But to somebody maybe I'll go to Malchora. One time I let
Sure.
team
Yeah.
team
Sure.
those kind of
The
things.
team like Diva as like as like a clan. Diva
Exactly.
sort of like a clan.
Exactly.
Yeah. Have a sip.
So at the age of 15, you're already like a captain.
Yeah.
What position were you playing at that time?
General.
Yeah.
At taking 6. Boss.
Issue.
At taking 6.
Yeah.
I think during my generation, I think I'm still the all-time leading goal scorer.
Yeah.
I was crazy.
How
during that time.
many
Very,
goals?
very crazy.
How many goals you talking about?
I'm one of those players who can score more than 60 goals per season.
Yeah.
Because I was all the time. I remember 2005 and 6.
Yeah.
I was playing a league. I was the leading goal scorer. 27 goals. And mind you, 21 of those goals were only coming from set pieces. That's why, and then I think 3 or 4 was a penalty, then the others are scored inside. So, but normally, I was a set piece specialist. And I won't wait for someone to go and dribble and create those set pieces. I will take responsibility. It doesn't matter whether I'm playing center back or not.
Sure.
No.
Sure.
I will make things possible for my team to win. I hate to lose.
Yeah.
So I'm a winner. So it started from there. Like penalty, I used to call it penalty is a goal line. I just put it inside. Like when you create a set piece, you know exactly what. But if I say push by you celebrate, they say by your corner, which are obvious. That's the next zone. Then it's
Sure.
a net.
Yeah. Wow. So like, since you're saying you grew up in Push, like, do they love soccer that much that side, or maybe there's another sport?
They love it.
Or they love it. No?
They love it. Bruh, I never had a privilege to go and play professional, ne?
Sure.
But me personally, I was always treating myself as a professional. I was wearing jersey number 10. Like I never went any, and I'm privileged enough because I was also born on the 10th of June.
Yeah.
So when I'm wearing that jersey number 10, I know this is the day that I was born.
Sure.
It
kept you going.
Yeah, so it was a nice vibe. Like the only thing that you'll say we're gonna do in Bushbuckridge, we play football.
Sure.
My mom never allowed me to play football. She didn't want to hear anything about it.
Yeah.
Up until I remember it was one day, about 2000. I still remember it was 2004, 2005. Someone came, Ronaldo post team sometimes somebody.
Yeah.
By the time I was playing football, Skyline was a very good car.
Sure.
Skyline. And most of our recruitment we were like those got the Skyline, got the Cressida, I understand, and then they go really nice. Then that's when my mom started to realize, if Kolo in the morning at 8 o'clock to say you need this guy to go and play football, then let me allow you to go and So I became the diamond. The likes of like most of the players, even the professional players will tell you, this one.
They
was
know
very
you.
Good.
Yeah.
I was a very, very good player.
Yeah. So what happened now? Do you still play, or now you are coach? You are coach. You're like, it's more coaching. Like you've retired.
I could say, because I've said on the social media, I told them, guys, I'm no longer playing football. You must understand, because when I come here, I wanted to finish my football career.
Sure.
Do you understand? Yeah. So I find out, or you know what, I've got the injury that no one that like it's useless to force things, to get my sense.
Sure.
So I can't force anything. Like that's when I realized, or no, I love the game. Then I must do something about the game, because there is no way I cannot live without this game. I know myself, because I really, really know myself. I know who I am. Or there is no Dinho without football.
Yeah.
I'm what I am today because of football. Because football saved me from a lot of things, bruh.
Sure.
I didn't see the poverty recently. Why? Because always in the boss team. Like me, like I'm from a very, very, very poor background, but but I was always having money in my pocket.
Yeah.
Because the top 8, the top 8 and everything. You see? So that is why now I'm fighting. They know my kids already.
Sure.
They will send me to Facebook about super team. Then you'll come and stay with me and talk with me. Are you working with me, or you are working with somebody else? If you are working with Coach Dinho must know about your whereabouts. I even want to know your girlfriend.
Sure.
Yeah.
So now, you're saying like your kids, like I've heard you discover talent from Kasi and stuff.
About the school, like your academy.
Sure, the academy.
Where does the idea come from of like, I want to start an academy and really scout talent? Where does the idea comes from?
Nice question. I was waiting for that question for a very long time. 7 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. JBM Sports Academy.
Yeah.
How can I share? But that's my mom. My mom is Joyce Basie Mashir.
Right.
It's a legacy.
I get it.
So there is JBM Sports Academy. There is JBM Queens. That is why I've got Tiago there, because she has been the captain of JBM Queens for a very long time.
Right.
So.
By the way, sorry to cut you. By the way, who's the name?
Belinda.
Belinda.
We call him
Belinda.
Tiago
Thiago.
Alcantara.
Okay, Belinda, which is the captain, she's going
Yeah.
to join us real soon.
Sure,
You
sure.
know, yeah.
Yeah. So I think there is no JBM Sports Academy without Zola 7.
Without Zola 7.
Yeah, it plays a very big role because I was always watching Izola 7. Ngisasentwana man emakhaya yabo. Like libella Zola 7. I'm like, man, I want to do something like this. But already now at the age of 11, I vision now one day ke batla to run my own academy. But the vision was not clear. In nature, like in nature itself, my ancestors, they are their own ways of doing things.
Sure.
So like
Correct.
it was reflecting. I was like, okay, it's just happening, but that thing it keeps coming. Hi man, one day you must run your own academy.
Yeah.
So up until when I'm like, one day I sit there and I'm like, okay, now I can no longer play football. What can I do? Okay, the idea is there. The idea of the academy, but
Sure.
there is no name. There is no JBM Sports Academy. That thing is not there.
Yeah.
Then one day I started as Meet the New Legends Academy. Ikadile kabanyana.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, sharp. Let me do this and see if it will work.
Yeah.
But me personally, I don't try things.
Sure.
I'm a doer.
Sure, you
I
do
do
things.
things. I don't try.
Yeah,
I do
just
things.
do it.
When I say I want to do something, I'm going to do it. Whether I like it or not, there is nothing that can stay on my way.
Sure.
Understand? So
Sure,
that's
sure.
when JBM Sports Academy started. Meet the New Legends Academy. Then when you grow, then some of the things happen. You wanted to consult, or why is those things happening inside the team and all that?
Sure.
Like, you know what? Your mom, man, she loves you a lot. Like I'm not that close with my mom because I was always a street kid. I always like I never I left home very early.
Sure,
So
sure.
that is why I'm not mama's baby now.
Yeah.
No. I'm a hustler.
Sure.
Okay, I go
So-
out.
So it's like it seems like you got caught up, with the football at a very young age. Yeah. It's like by the age of 15 you're already a captain. By the age of 11 you're already thinking about like starting your own academy. It's like, where does all these come from? Like, did you grow up around like football, or like where do you get all this at that very young age you were?
I think there was a certain groot man in jury wa Gamogale. So ne gona le a certain team ba ibitsa majaja ko ke plekeng engwe ba re ke Gapharea hona ko Bushbuck Ridge. So ne ba ibitsa majaja team ela was one of the big teams. Like everyone now omunyana gola want to play for that team, Everyone is talking about it. Like, italogue incane emakhaya. Ngicaba right? Dialogue is very small. So we talk football, we talk skater, we talk like izinto ezingekho la already. So like, okay, Grootmanela nanje ya ke phila ke ba tshwarela di bolo. Like ke dlala bolo ha itswetse ka ntle ke raha ya ntshona. Then then ke intse e gola a ya le nna go di gaming e desire in
Tomorrow dal ball.
I think I was 9-10.
9-10.
Then one day, in football we've got that cycle, we call it a rondo. Rondo is when all of the if I've got 30 players in my team,
Sure.
I've signed 30 players, I'm playing a league, I've signed 30 players in my team. Then there is certain time before we train, even in Europe you'll see, you find a cycle, there are 2 players inside marking.
Sure.
There are 2 players inside marking. We call it a rondo, like we knock the ball so then those 2 must not get the ball. Then one day, they give me a chance or come and play rondo. You get my sense? I was 9-10. Then Gatsena go hare kamaka then win the ball. Then someone will say like never batla gore nna ke phile ke maka fela wa itse magotman ba usa jwang wa ibona ba batla gore ke phile ke maka, but somebody say ai ntwana o gatetse e really anatle mo lining. Then I've managed for when we play, I managed to Grootman in one night maka it then I was like tap in spy 2.
Well, back then if you share
It was meaning a lot, yes. Well, understand? Then that's when the desire started. They say, I come and play full time. I went to play. Unfortunate enough, we left that place to go. Let's say we were staying here, then we left to go and stay in extension 1. I think stepfather.
Sure.
I've been raised by a stepfather because personally I don't know my father. I don't even know the face of the neighbor. You get my sense.
Sure.
I just have a reflection of what kind of a person he was, but I don't know him.
Is he still there or?
No, you see, and I think he's deceased. I was doing grade 7, yeah. But he's my guy.
Sure.
So, and then after like the whole man's putting you on, that's where the whole thing started.
Yeah, I played like a Choma Udala Polo. I think especially 2001. Remember ko pushira ko komeng. 2001 ke ile ko komeng. Then when I come back, ke buya ko komeng. And ha ke ya ko komeng, remember ne ke tlo checka ke magrot money ya ileng gore ne ke setse ke dlala le ona disk. Ne ke dlala le magrot money ba ile gore ba bangwe ba na le basadi ba na le moitse. Then ne se ke tla ne go tla bona ka da a ro checka ntwana ya ka, like I never suffered fitla ka da, life was very smooth. Then ha ke tswa komeng 2001, 2000 ke ile ka 2001, then 2008, 2002, I mean ne ke tsa grade 8. 2003 ne ke santse ke the very same school. I became the vice president of the school at grade 9. And then at grade 8 I was winning all the debate bra as gela, like ne ke emisiwa ko pele diski number 1 scala, like I think I was the first person to produce 100 out of 100 ka accounting. They started to say, oh, hi. And then you'll get angry. Our education system will make you angry. I got angry. I left Scala Metric 2008. Unfortunately, 2008, 2007, and 9, I lost 2 sisters. We were 7 at home. 5 guys, and my sister, I 2. Both 2 of my sisters died because of HIV and AIDS. And then at home, that is why I can JBM Queens. That's the reason why we've got JBM Queens. Then I had an idea, or no, man, I need to say something. There is no way. There is no way. Because I see my mom, I push up and I buy 2 ba high, baba nyana, baba hole, by door, banana, by door, bako high school. By door, bako high school, ne? By Kiboni Mama Kaba Tapisa, Abaye Pesa di Pampas. That was a traumatizing. Kana it's a grade 9, it's a grade 11 at 2008, at 2007. Then 1 Ashokafala that year, it's a grade 11. Then Kapasa can make the very same time, and about Tokafala Kahoye 1, November, October, where you are going to write my exams.
Yeah.
And when you're there, every time, the most traumatizing part is that every time when I go home, I know, like it or not, I have to eat something that is green. Then I decided to quit Scale, like I made it early. And I remember when I wrote accounting, she was crying out, Donald, are you sure? Are you leaving school? Remember, there is nothing I can do. And one thing for sure, let me be honest, what I want in life doesn't have to do the Scale. Because now after I get out of the body coaching, what run a sport. The sport doesn't demand input. Understand? So it wasn't a matter of being ignorant, because my mom now about I would give a teacher or something. She once said, or I want you to be a teacher. I'm like, no, man. You see? Yeah. So,
and that's something like it's still messing up the children's mind. Or certain thing.
Exactly.
Because I believe writing sailor like they should see more now or talent you are. Then talenting you I or very you go to a teacher or you know a lawyer.
You gotta remember those are the only thing our parents were exposed to.
Sure.
You know what I mean? There was no influencer back then. So now when you say you are like an influencer, it's like what? What is that? You know what I mean? Sure, so I think it's also like our responsibility to make our parents understand what is it that we really want to do, instead of just like being stuck with it, you know what I mean? So
I think that I'm sorry. I think that's where we need parent.
Yeah.
That's where we need to change that scenario.
Sure.
And then we must not undermine our parents, and then we must not also make them dumb, because
Sure.
we need to understand the hore but was somewhere.
Yeah.
And then the only problem with our parents, I'm always saying, look at the meeting, the parent meeting. Their parents, our parents, they only listen to us if they feel they want to listen, not when we want to talk.
Sure.
Do you understand?
I do understand you.
Our parents sometimes they need to listen to us when we want to talk, not when they want to listen. Understand? Because I'm always saying, let the kids do what they love. They always say, no, I give them what they love. I love them a lot to a certain extent. I make sure I understand. I'm fair when it comes to life. Umntwana wakho ekuseni ilanga lokuqala maya esikolweni uthe mama uhambisa. I think maybe most of them maybe bakhala the whole month of January mama ise esikolweni. But ebholweni or ekhwayeni umwana tsena late uri utswa ko kae wena busibusi a re ke tswa ko bolong. And then as a father, as a mother, one thing that you must know, you must say ke man motho a spendileng 3 hours le ngwanaka, then ngwanaka o ya ka nako a le safe. Then I man ka o sane ngwanaka o ya go training, bring back the number tsa motho le. Our parents must understand the importance of someone who's staying with your kids for 1 hour. Not everyone can love your kid, bro. Not everyone. So if you find someone from nowhere, as go push back region, be ke na le code Dinho ka go Clayville 45, you must appreciate them. Definitely. You must appreciate them.
Nah, for sure.
I think the narrative need to change.
We need to change it. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. We are changing things.
Yeah.
You know why?
First step.
You know one other thing I always say. I don't like living fake.
Yeah.
Before I become Code Dinho, I'm a human being. I've got my own personal problems. And remember one other thing. I'm the founder of JBM Sports Academy. I'm the founder of JBM Queens. I've got JBM Sports Agency also. I'm agenting myself. That I'm the lab of the team. Africa as a whole, I'm managing more than 7,000 players. Africa as a whole. I'm always speaking on the phone. I've got players who are in Europe. I've got, on the 15th of this month, Nigeria, Lagos, they are coming here. Yeah. Already they've got teams. When they, 2 days, 3 days more, then they separate. Already we communicate. Everything is fine. We are just waiting for them. That is the paperwork that we are going to do today.
It sounds like it's a huge job.
It's hard. It's a huge job. But you know, if in Tokyo, how get how? Sure. The reason why the task is heavy is because no one wanna do it. It has been given to you. You're the one who must be. That is why it's heavy.
Sure.
So
do you believe like it's your purpose? What you are doing, it's your life purpose.
It is. It's clear. And it's a definite one.
Sure.
Yeah, it's definite. You know one thing. I'm sorry. You know one thing I'm happy about, man.
Yeah.
Bruh, I always give the word of gratitude to God for even myself.
Sure.
For becoming the person that I am. Yeah. And then for God for making me, for God's wisdom, the way Heineken and everything. I'm like, okay, Sharp. Dinho, is it what you came here for?
Yeah. Questioning yourself that time.
Imagine a self-discovery, copying in jam.
Yeah.
Self-discovery, copying. I'm like, Dinho, no, man. And then the circle that I was in, hake check I go fella. Everyone, motswadi wa hae na le teng mo gaufi mo ile gore ha ka khawatega motswadi wa go can take him to hospital. I remember already like nna ke magogo ke motho mo la ke mo stress up. Imagine one day ba tlo re Code Dinho khawateile Dinho e ke tlo bola mama ka pele man. Wa tsaba ke tlo etsang hamba ke tlo sapa o tsaba gore ke tle ke be cycling sona today ke tlo sapa 360 degree wa bona 10 yela ne shapa ke skara ngove se ka nako tsa high arch ya ka shapa 110 306 or I know what I'm living this thing I'm going ke a thoma follow up ball ke tshabela le captain ka re wa itse re ke no ke dula tla pause I want to achieve things. That's why today ke yona nteng se ke but I can blame anything. Kana kwenye relo yona ke mona o tshwantse re be le go teng di Machita because we here today because of those we're talking about those things.
Experience, like they grow us.
So your academy, what is your responsibilities in terms of, like you scout talents, and then what happened after finding their talent?
The aim and a vision and a mission is very simple of JBM Sports Academy and JBM Prince. Currently, our main focus, because I've got a very, very good team that is working with me around. I've got a lot of people who are working with me. Our main focus is one, we spot the talent from different provinces, all corners of South Africa, or all corners of Africa, if I may say. Because I've got players from Ghana, I've got players from Nigeria, I'm communicating with those players. Like now we are looking at the bigger picture. So what we do, if I get talent, for example, I can get a talent, Tembakos. I'm like, how you kick the ball? All of the way around, I think is special talent. Even my nigga Meg will tell you, I will stop. I say, wait, it's Urula Gokar.
Shout out to Meg.
Shout out to Meg. Shout out to Meg. My nigga.
Got a shout
Shout out to
Meg
Meg.
ZA.
Yeah. I tell you, like, get us stop. Get check it. Okay, talent. How can I like polish? Like I've got a lot of contact with right people. I'm connected in football. I'm connected with the right people. And then I find the diamond, I polish it, I expose it to the right people. Yeah, that's my duty. I don't play a league. I don't hold the clearance. I don't care about the clearance. I don't hold the clearance. I don't hold players. If Belinda, I got a good offer from Belinda for Belinda, I take Belinda, Thiago, go.
And you don't expect nothing in return.
Then
Shout out.
it's a purpose.
What could you expect though?
It's a purpose, man.
Like in return.
But then there are some who scout talent, but then with other intentions.
So I don't know. Can we have like Belinda for like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Belinda, Thiago.
Thiago.
You may pull up, ne? That's
Thiago! One of my favorite.
This one.
Cups. The one that you're using to drink.
That's in a mama ring. Shoot. All right. Shout out to Thiago. Hello, Thiago. How are you?
Can we give you a handshake? Shout out. Like, congratulations on being spotted by the legend. This is an icon, actually, not a legend, an icon.
Yeah.
Like Dinho. To me, you are an icon. Like I'm inspired by your story. Truly speaking, I'm really inspired.
Actually, hold this. When did you get this? Kya khad? Nah, for free. Any language. Oh. Alright. So, can get up to Wairata football? Since from what age? So from 7 years. Okay. How old are you right now? 12. And you're already the captain of the team. Eh? Issue. Issue. So like, how does that make you feel? Like, we quite one would or captain. Oh. So like, I'll feel pressure mara go captain since you be a leader and since you lead the guy example.
Yeah.
Or you feel a pressure, ne? Mara we handle like what?
Mara, I cannot
Would we handle and you know when I try like a shout? Eh?
Well, shout out.
Issue. So scared school okay na magay. Umagay? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So no, or like or participate in terms of sport to go school. Okay.
Soccer.
Obvious.
It's what you love, ne?
Obvious.
It's what you specialize.
So in terms of like the goals, the dreams, like you know, we panalo mo guy ka football. Eh, eh, no, sana le. Oh, okay. Which we
Sort
like.
of like role model.
But me jamanya na when you know I wanna shout out. Sorry, mesh. Yo,
From Sundays.
shout out to the show. No. It's you. You know?
Shout out, shout out.
Yo, that's really great. Like Oscar stop on to it, yeah. Like no matter what. Oh,
So like, what do you like to say to batho or maybe ke thaka tsa hao ba bangwe or like those who love soccer like ba tshwana le wena, what would you love to say to them like
yeah. Yeah. No. Wait, hold on. Shut up. Now, nigga. Hold on. Let's all clap for her. Yeah.
to coach you how king manjelo like o ka rata wa bolela like in public like right now like to your coach.
Yo, how did you? When did you meet him?
So pala marami ke robile ka ena ka bona banyana ba bang ba dlala kwa le soccer so ka ena a re santse ke fole pele before ke tlo
All right, that's really fantastic. Yo, Coach Dinho, this is really amazing.
It is.
This
That's
is
what I'm saying. This guy's an icon.
this is really amazing. Ergo Charle Onai. So it was really. Give me a high five, Milanada. I know high five, not allow. You know. So this is dope. This is dope. You know what I mean? And like now saying this, I really get to like appreciate like what you doing. You know what I mean? Cause like from since we met, it was just you were just like telling me about what you were doing. Now get to really saying like it like okay, it's real. It's not just talk. You know what I mean? So thank you for that. You know what I mean? Keep doing that. You know? Yeah.
If you can check me, I become emotional.
Mm.
When I start talking.
Yeah. Hey.
I've got the gift in me.
Yeah.
Whenever I meet someone,
Yeah.
whenever scout players, something will tell me when I look at this player deserves to be not any player.
Yeah.
The aura you can only one focus, not everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are even surprised. Hey, why? But this so friendly. Probably now find him laughing and everything. And some of the people they think I'm oracle or whatever because then people can confuse confidence with oracle. Understand? When you know what you want, like, you don't care what is happening
Around the
you
world.
focus on whatever that is.
Yeah.
So sometimes like they say, he doesn't come to a meeting, he doesn't wake up and everything and do this. Because sometimes Belinda's guy she's got talent, she's got a lot of things. She's a special kid, she's an important person. She's a special person. So you know the society are in so
Yeah.
the culture MP.
Yeah.
When you are a leader,
Mm.
want to try anything on you. Why did you get that? How do you do it? Instead of coming to me and saying, what is the trick? What do you use to make sure whenever they follow you everywhere you go? They want to, every kid in Mokal Fatin will say, what are you doing? Because I treat them like CEOs. I understand what I'm a reader. I've been reading for years. So I always try to make sure. Sometimes I sacrifice my own happiness to make Belinda happy. She knows that I can sleep. Mama or Papa Barilla coaching. I should answer I training outside. I don't have 100 pounds. Can I out take Belinda? I know what's up. Then why it's my notes about Anata Valeta? Why can Rukaya go gaming? ro choisa ka 6 a tseba hore a ibone hore ba tse ka rena metse ka tšhelete ka se she's my daughter bro ba la go di campong kaofela she's like a daughter to me kore whatever a batla go tlosa ena go tshwana le gore nna ke tlo utlwa botlhoko like
Yeah.
so we need really black people to understand some of the things gore we don't have if belinda abashamba it will be example le right for batho ba mo Galfandeng is for the I'm the first going to produce a professional
So that's really dope. But you know, so in terms of like challenges, like how do you handle challenges? What kind of like challenges that you come across in this industry? What are the challenges?
finance.
Finance.
Yo, it's tough. You know, I've been running JBM Sports Academy and JBM Queens for 4 years from my own pocket, even today from my own pocket. But because you know, as a if you want to be a business person, you need to be a creative thinker.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very creative. I can come up with something out of that. And then I made sure, I think, understand? And if you look at a if you look at a kid, I can tell Machita, really someone give a chess, but only once I make a clip, but then it's thousand, and someone will go catch it will come. You get my sense. Then it's tough. The financial thing. I think if Ilor Finance has a problem, I should have more than 20 players in Europe.
How many do you have now?
4.
Four.
Then I've got another one. I think currently as we speak, Akabalendile Aloko she's trying to Europe or Holland.
Yeah.
So I got 4 we are playing in Europe. Oh, that's another one. That's my nigga. He's also playing Solos. Yeah, he's playing Go Machi Choice was Solos. Yeah, he's one of the players.